When the Lord called you as a prophet, that's not where it ends. The giftings of God can increase on daily basis. If you are faithful in what God gave you, God can add more gifts to what He has given you already. If, for example, you are called as a prophet and you only prophesy and you are doing it faithfully, you will be surprised that all of a sudden you will see another gift manifesting. You were not having that gift from the beginning, but because of your faithfulness in how you are with the first gift of prophecy God has given you, you see that God begin to add you a teaching gift. And when your faithfulness continues, you see God adding you healing gifts. You see God adding you the gift of working miracles, the gift of faith. So we grow on daily basis as far as we are faithful in the Lord. So you can see someone who is a prophet, he used to prophesy alone. All of a sudden, you see the person performing miracles. You see the person doing healings. You see the person having unimaginable faith. And you see the person having some depth of the scriptures. You see that God is updating the individual one by one. You think you know him, but in a year by this time, you will meet that same person and say, is it the guy I knew earlier? The Bible said, a rich man wanted to travel, and he called his servants, and he gave them gifts. He gave one 5, he gave another one 2, and he gave another one 1, and he traveled. He gave them gifts and traveled. Talents. And by the time he was back, the one he gave the 5, multiply it. He doubled it. And then he came and said, you gave me 5, I have doubled it. It's now 10. Collect. The one he gave the 2 also came with a double. But the one he gave the 1, the Bible says he went and did what? And buried it. And said, Master, I know you're a wicked guy. I know you're a greedy and a wicked master. You are trying to reap where you did not sow, and you are trying to harvest where you did not plant. So because of how I know you are wicked, I buried it, so that at least when you are back, I will give you your talent. And then the master said, you wicked servant, even if you are not ready to use the gift, you could have go and invest it, so that by the time I am back, there would have been profit on that investment. But see, you have went and buried it. So Jesus said, the master collected that one gift and added to the one who doubled his gifts. So you can have a gift of prophecy, and because you are not faithful there, you will lose it. The master can take it from you and give it to another person. You may have gift of healing and you are not faithful in that area, and before you realize, the Lord Jesus will take it from you and give it to another person who has been faithful in his gifts. So you see someone with 5 different gifts, your only gift was healing. Before you realize, you no longer, you pray for the sick, they get more sick. But the guy with the other 4 gifts who was not having the gift of healing, right now when he pray for the sick, they get up and run. You see the lame walking, the dead are resurrected. Why? Your gift has been taken and added to him. And faithfulness can make you lose your giftings. Papa, I only prophesy. I want to teach. I want to do this. Be faithful in the prophecy. Somebody may also say, the only gift I have is that I pray for the sick and they get healed. Be faithful, that God will add you more. As long as you are faithful, He will add you more. I started my prophetic gifts with dreams. I was a dreamer. Every day I dream. And when I dream, I will write them down. I will dream and I will write it down. I will dream and I will write it down. Just like the way you are dreaming. Keep writing. So from dreaming, I discovered that I was having some visions, small visions. It was being added. And the visions were becoming clearer and clearer until it became clear. As time goes on, I discovered that I was also having access to the audible voice of God. I could hear God audibly. I discovered that I was having divine utterances. I will meet you and greet you and mention your name. I don't know. I just mention your name. That's divine utterances. My intuition came alive. All my senses were unfolding one by one by one. He that is faithful in the little will be faithful in the much. I discovered that I could pray for the sick and they will be healed. I pray for the hepatitis B patients. To understand, the one who was doing the checkup has to follow and see who has been praying for them. I will pray. They will go and check negative. They will go to him, check positive. They will come back after prayer. They will go back negative. So I discovered that God has given me healing gifts. But at that time, if you ask me to preach, I'm still struggling. I discovered I was having the gift of teaching. 2020 ending to 2021 beginning, where it was unfolding small. And when I take my scriptures, the way it is expanding in my head, the revelation that begin to flow to me, I wonder where I get it from. And it was unfolding slowly. Today, the first session of church workers, I preach, right? Second session, I preach at the Mind of Christ, and then I'm preaching here. I can continue like this far as there is sugar in me. I can continue and continue and continue. Do you know why? It is unfolding one by one. One by one. So don't think that where you start is where you will end. Be faithful in what you have now. It's a gradual process. Someone just want to wake up and everything is boom. Those who don't understand may God give you revelation. If you just want to receive everything brigantine, how will you? You will not be able to work it out. It has to come slowly. Tell your neighbor, small. So make sure you get the right thing done.